We headed out east up to the Barrier Ranges and drove up Eldee Creeks behind the house.
The terrain out here at Eldee is typical of this sort of broken hill style countryside. We've got a lot of flat country out here for just all the way to the horizon.
And over some of the nice big hills and down through the gullies and all that.
We've seen some different things. We're lucky this time of year because it's nice and green. Every time I've sort of been out this way, it's been very dry and very sandy. We've let our tyre pressures down today because we've been going through a few creek beds.
Dropped our pressures down to around about 20 to 22 psi. Because again, we're going over rock and all that sort of stuff, so you've got to make sure that those tyres are working over the rocks rather than sort of being hard, so dropping tyre pressure is important.
It's been very soft and a couple of good things to crawl over and have a bit of fun on.
Just an easy drive up the creek past the water island over the hills and just over a few stones and hills, and headed back out the back and showed them a few sights, the stones and rocks, and let them play in the sand. Frosty got a bit stuck in his car, but he got sorted out after a while. He figured out which button to pick in the Land Rover. There's about 20 of them, so he was all right. And then we headed south along another creek till we come up to where we're on lunch here on top of the hill after Danny had a bit of a play in his four-wheel drive trying to climb over rocks and hills. A bit of fun there.
Danny was being our entertainment for the day, trying his new Superflex suspension out in the 80 series. We've found some pretty good rocks and things to play on. We've also done a bit of rock wall climbing with that as well, which has been great entertainment.
One of the things I love about these trips is the variety of vehicles we end up getting on them. I mean, we've got everything here from the sort of the very latest vehicles. We've got the brand new Prado, Discovery 3, which are vehicles that are absolutely packed with electronics and basically have buttons and so forth, so they'll do everything for you. And then going right the way back to the 60 series that Alan from Piranha's driving. So it's quite interesting to see how all the cars handle this terrain differently. I mean, Danny's 80 series, he can basically just bounce over anything with all that clearance and so forth, whereas things like the Pathfinder and the Discovery to a certain extent just have to pick your lines a lot more carefully. They're all very, very capable of doing it. I mean, any vehicle, any four-wheel drive up here, as long as it's got low-range gearing and a good set of off-road tyres or all-terrain style tyres, well and truly capable of tackling this sort of terrain.
You'll notice a lot of the vehicles here today, diesel vehicles have got a lot more range than a petrol vehicle, probably made more for the Australian outback and country driving out here where there can be a long distance between fuel refilling. Most of the guys have got diesel vehicles and no need to carry extra jerry cans of fuel and that sort of thing. They're a very good, reliable vehicle.
Here we are on top of this amazing hill up in the Broken Hill area.
They've just placed a wind farm monitoring station up the top up here.
Yeah, we're just up on top of the Barrier Ranges now. We just got here for lunch.
There's these rolling hills here in front of me. Behind me here, it's just flat country for miles and miles.
It really is a spectacular bit of scenery.
The driving has been fairly slow, fairly easy going. Mainly low range stuff, first and second, just crawling through the sand. The terrain is very, very treacherous. Some of the rocks we have are huge, so a combination of sand and rocks.
This is my first time out here in the mountain ranges. It's been a good afternoon with all the other guys and seeing some good sights and having some fun.
It's a great time out here, some fantastic countryside, real big country. So if you get a chance, get out here to Eldee Station, just past Broken Hill, and you'll have a fantastic time. You'll see some great sights.
Now don't forget, Eldee Station have generously put up 2 nights accommodation for a very lucky Your 4x4 viewer. Full details are on our website, and who knows, you may even catch up with us on the tracks when we're up there next Easter. So get your email entries in for this one. Next up, we're off to a short break.